Hi, Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. I'm going to do the redo on your April video. I've been having some tech issues. I did a reading for somebody yesterday, an hour-long reading almost, and there was no sound. So, wonders of technology. So anyway, I have with me today, and I wanted to get this out to you before we do the Aries weather tomorrow with Jessica Adams. So, Radiant White, La Vida Sabila. You will get an angel answer card, and you'll also get a Greek mythology card. Okay, just like you did when I posted them up to Twitter and when I did it here on YouTube. So I'm just getting to it. So I'm just going to go ahead and turn the camera around. I've already done some shuffling. This is going to be your April 2021 mini cross, the redo. Okay, that's what that's all about. So I've already done some shuffling on your sign and glyph. Happy birthday to all of you Aries suns out there. My daughter will be having her birthday in a few days. On the 13th. So I'm surrounded by Aries, by the way. My neighbors that live next door to me are Arians. And the lady who lives on the other side of me is an Arian. So I'm surrounded by Aries people. So here we go. We will start right where we are now. It is the Ten of Cups. That's where we are now. Okay. The foundation, or what we know to be true. Oh, wow. The Ten of Pentacles. The near or distant past. The Ace of Wands. Let's put that there. The unknown factor. The Three of Swords. Well. And finally, let me slide that over a little bit so you can see everything. There you go. And finally, the near or distant future. Wow, I don't know what this is about. So, obviously, we're dealing perhaps with either a water sign male, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. But also as a profession, this would be somebody who's a lawyer or perhaps some type of counselor, could be a psychiatrist, could even be a religious, kind of maybe like a priest, but not really. That would be more the Hierophant, but maybe somebody who does that type of work. Now, no matter if you are male or female, and you're watching this reading, and you may not, this could be like maybe you have a water moon, but it could also simply represent the idea of a very emotional time where maybe there's some things you might have to do or accomplish in that masculine sense. So it has absolutely nothing to do with your sexuality or your sexual preferences. We can all embody the different suits and even the different types of court cards as we move through situations in our life. Now, I have two tens here, and two tens represent either a change, a financial change, a career and financial change for the better. But two tens also speak to news that will affect the relationship. And this can be any kind of news. It could be romance. It could be business. It could be friendship. It could be familial. We start with this Ten of Cups in the center. And this card represents the energy of Saturn in Pisces. Saturn is about hard work. It is about commitment. And Pisces is that ever-giving, what's the word that I'm looking for? It's not necessarily sacrifice. This is about putting in the commitment, putting in the hard work, sacrificing perhaps those things that you really love to do in order to give everybody what it is that they want or need. But there's a cautionary tale with this particular card because the 10 cups are in a rainbow, and rainbows are illusory. They are not real. So sometimes this card will show up when it's asking you to question what you think happy relationship really is. What do you think family really is? Right? What do you think brings you the most joy and the most happiness? Because what you may think may bring you that could all be an illusion. So I always like to caution people about that card. At the bottom we have the 10 of Pentacles, and the 10 of Pentacles will usually represent the idea of again, it's almost like another scene of family, but it's a different scene. This is a man and a woman and 2 kids. But here we have a man, a woman, a kid, an old man, and 2 dogs. So now everybody's in the group, right? The dogs know their job. The old man knows his job. The kid just does whatever. And so this is about being around a group of people who know each other quite well, have spent a lot of time with each other. Now I've seen this card show up when it speaks to inheritances and legacies. Maybe there's a family business that offers generational wealth that can be passed down. But I've also seen this card show up when it speaks about you have been, like, you've worked in a company for a long time, right? You've been there for 20 or 30 years. And the people that you work with are like family because you done spent so much time with them, right? And everybody knows their place and everybody pitches in. So on the surface, these 2 cards are extremely positive, but what we have hovering over the top is this unknown 3 of Swords. Now, in the past, where we are here, the near distant past, we have the Ace of Wands. Aces are always, they are yes cards. So if you had a question at the start of this, what is whatever, the answer from the past is yes, okay? But aces represent opportunities, all right? And in order to be or to take advantage of an opportunity, because really sometimes opportunity only knocks once. In order to take advantage of that, you have to be in the right mental state, the right emotional state. You have to be taking care of yourself and doing all of the things that's necessary in order to affect this wand, to take it in hand and do whatever it is you want to do with it. Wands represent your determination, your desire, and your focus. Cups simply represent the emotional quotient. The coins can represent, yes, finances, but it's really about the doing of things, right? You got to work a lot to get all of the good stuff, right? It's the doing of things. But then we have this unknown factor of the 3 of Swords coming in. Now, this is a very interesting card as it relates, because if I just block that out, this all looks really great, right? But this tells me that here there's some either painful words or terse words, maybe even a separation may be coming, because sometimes this card will presage that. Sometimes I've seen it show up when there's a message, that if you've been waiting on some message or news, that this is, that it's going to be coming perhaps within the next 3 days to perhaps maybe a week. All right. We do have a new moon coming up. I don't know if it's in Libra. I'm not exactly sure. Thank you, Stephanie Johnson. I've got my new Solar Fire Astro Gold installed on my MacBook Pro. And so I've been missing that, not having it, because I can't look at stuff before I put cards down. So thank you so much. My question would be, because from here, the 3 of Swords, we come to this King of Cups. So this indeed could be a person. But it could also just represent the idea that you're going to have to, your emotions are going to make it in such a way, or it's going to bring you to such a state with this masculine energy. Okay. On the one hand, I do get the sense that, this could be usually when the kings show up, even if you're a female, this means that you are expressing outwardly, you are projecting outwardly, where the queens are more receptive. Okay, if that makes any sense. And my question would be, what is this 3 of Swords all about? There are absolutely no major arcana cards here. And I have every sword, every suit of the pip cards represented. wands, swords, cups, and coins with the court card, pip card. So the first thing I'm going to do, I can look at the Ace of Wands with the Ten of Cups and probably the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, so let me take a quick look at this, and then we're going to just simply pull cards on this Three of Swords to see what this is about. You know, sometimes we can, no, I had to break my book up, so hang on one second. I don't have any repeater numbers except the two tens, and I've already given you the meaning of the two tens, right? Career, financial and career change for the better. But news that will affect the relationship. So, you know, it could go either way. So it requires a personal reading to really take a look at your own individual situation. This is general, and so it will not apply or resonate with everyone. Now let's see. It tells me absolutely nothing with these cards. So let me move over here to quickly to the Three of Swords. And basically it is only telling me, you know, what it means with the major arcana cards, and I don't have any of these. Let me move over here to this Ten of Pentacles quickly to see if there's anything that it can tell me. Two tens and a spread tell of a career change for the better. Now, the Ten of Pentacles has a meaning with an ace, but it's only the Ace of Cups, not the Ace of Wands. So let me go to the Ten of Cups and see if there's any extra information here. And then we're going to pull cards. So let's see. Now, a 10, when the 10 of Cups appears next to any other 10 numbered card of any suit, it indicates that a huge change is imminent. Well, that's right. I forgot about that one. The number of twos indicates how radical the change will be, and also will indicate how the change will come about. We'll have two tens, and twos are about choices, options, dualities, and decisions. In other words, there's going to be some kind of crossroads coming up for you. Okay? So let's go to this 10 of, with the Sibilas. With this, oh, and I didn't pull the card over. It is the Hermit. A moment of reflection. A moment perhaps of seeking the answers and the truth. Wow. You know, I just saw something with that, so I'm going to go back and look at that right quick. I just saw one of these cards associated, I think, with the Hermit. Here we go. Three of Swords. Fidelità. Some kind of friendship or close relationship causing pain, anguish. Di Doctore. And the Allegrezza al Cuore, the happiness of the heart. Now, the Doctore is quite interesting because he's coming out in this instance to say that this is a situation, a sticky situation, in which there may be some kind of professional help that will need to be acquired to work through this. The Allegrezza al Cuore is almost to me like the three of cups in the regular deck. It speaks to happiness and events and affairs and gatherings, and sometimes it is the Five of Cups, I do believe, not to be associated with the regular Five of Cups here. It represents the arrival of good news, fulfillment, recognition, happy times free of worry, and celebration of support by someone close in a very short period of time. But it also indicates marriage, achievement, passionate love, engagement, and a positive family event. christening, graduation, birth. If personal relationships were troubled, it heralds reconciliation. It represents requited love and or a period of emotional stability. It indicates the presence of loyalty and the ability to make a commitment. So this also includes in the area of business. It foretells the answer to a prayer, fulfilled hope, and a period of happiness ahead. It guarantees success and realization. In business, it represents a good investment, achievement, good contracts, and financial stability. But however, it is falling on the Three of Swords card. And so this is what I find to be kind of strange. Let me quickly go back to see. I saw one of these cards here that had to do, I saw it next to the Hermit, I do believe it was. So the twos, what the twos are telling us is that there's a choice having to come up here. Something is some, you can be opposed within yourself, right? You can, what am I doing? About some kind of decision that you need to make. Whatever it is, it's going to change emotion, because these are tens are changing. It's almost like three aces, which always portend a wedding, a marriage, or an engagement. But something happens. Someone says something or does something, or you get some kind of news. Okay. Let me take a look quickly at this Ten of Cups. Okay, and now the Ten of Pentacles. I thought I saw something next to the Hermit. I'm not exactly sure. No, nothing. I thought that I did. I was mistaken. Well, so I want you now to formulate a question for the angel answer cards. That's interesting. And remember when I was saying the person could be like a counselor of some kind, the doctor. He could actually be some kind of doctor or professor. Basically, it represents any person with a, what do you call it? A college degree, a college-educated person. But basically, his role is to help and assist. Apparently, this is someone very close to you. This is loyalty to an idea or a person, right? And then here's this intimation of a marriage, but it falls on the Three of Swords. The end of the Ten of Cups, the end of the Ten of Pentacles. Okay. All right, here we go. Doesn't mean it's a bad thing. It's just saying that there's, something, painful. Oh, well, I hate that card. So, let me, and those of you who've been with me for a while probably know what card it is. The Mordai have come out. The Future. I don't remember what the last card was. So, the first card is get more information. And typically what that tells me is to pull one more card. So I'm going to do you the favor, since it's your birthday, and pull you one more card. Okay? That's interesting. Because that came to mind. I've had a lot of people coming to me asking, health questions. I do not do health questions. I do not give health advice. I do not give financial advice. And I do not give legal advice. What I am able to do is to tell you if I see something. I would be remiss as a reader in not mentioning this, right? But please don't come and ask me for a health reading. That's not what I do. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm a card reader. Okay? And yes, I'm able to pick up on things and see things, but that is not my area of expertise. None of those things are. And so I was going to say that there might have been a health issue with someone. We see the doctor here, someone close. Sometimes this card can indicate a cardiovascular issue or even a heart attack, right? But in a sense, it kind of says that everything's going to be okay. And the reason why I brought that It says get more information. And literally the card just says, you know, you need more information at this time. You need to pull another card. So the card that I got was recovery. Now, that could also just be a broken heart. Okay? So let me read to you the recovery card. This is a period of recovery for you. The challenging emotions that you have been dealing with will fade away with time. Although it may be difficult to see now, there is a joyful future awaiting you. But for now, take all the time you need to regain your strength. This card can also mean that your recovery is nearly finished or already complete. Send words of gratitude to the universe and begin planning for the next exciting phase of your life. So that could be twofold, okay? And the only reason I'm speaking about maybe the cardiovascular issue is because the doctor has shown up, okay? That's one. But if I just take it at its face value that the doctor is someone who helps, this could mean that if there's a split or something, you've been mourning the loss of a relationship, looks like there's something better coming on the backside of this, okay? So please don't try to book a reading with me asking me to ask about the health of your children or your spouse or your own health. I don't do health readings. Now, we have the Morai come out. The Fates. So let's see what the Morai have to say. The Morai. Where are they? Oh, it's not that. It's kind of tricky the way they have the cards named. It's the future. Let me see if I can find this. I don't even know how they got the cards named. It's weird. There's a Trojan horse, but nothing comes under the Morai. So maybe it's under M's. This is a weird book. Ah, here we go. The future. These three goddesses were said to spin the future. And this powerful card, describes the mechanism of fate. But the Greeks did not believe that this was always predetermined and could be quite flexible. We are allowed to exercise some influence over our future as long as we work within the rules, right? So it's karmic. Do the right thing, you get repaid. Do the wrong thing, you get smacked down. But it says to do this, we should seek out our potential future by divination and then work to change the prediction if we do not like it. We can appeal to, I don't do the Greeks, I do the Romans. We can appeal to Jupiter for his leniency, right? Jupiter rules Sagittarius. Sagittarius rules the wheel of fortune. Jupiter also rules laws, both secular and karmic. Okay? So we can appeal to Jupiter for his leniency. But also, we should have confidence in our free will and ability to bend the energy and achieve a better outcome. The combination of both asking of our potential future, but also understanding that within limits, we have the power and potency to alter it is an important one. Total belief in a positive future will bring contentment towards you. Value each moment and get the best you can out of it. Your confidence and your fortune will then grow accordingly. But we must remember that abundance is not always, or prosperity is not always financial in nature. Okay? So that's what I have for you. I'm all sweaty and hot. My gods are standing around me. And so I hope that message helped. And happy birthday, Aries. I'll see some of you tomorrow morning. Bye.